Shalom Aleichem, Mishnah Yomi continues in chapter 3 of Makkot, starting at Mishnah 12, Yud Beit. We've seen a similar theme back in Sanhedrin. We talked about the crimes that could carry an execution of skila, and then after that they got into the mechanics of how skila took place and the other methods of execution by the Beit Din, by the court. So too, here in Mishnah 12, Ketzad Malkinoto, how do they actually lash the person who's chayav malkut? Kofet shtei yadav, they would tie his two hands, ala amud helach v'helach, onto a wooden post, one on one side, one on the other. Chazon HaKnesset, the attendant of the court, the shaliach of the Beit Din, oches b'gvadav, he grabs hold of his clothing to open up his clothing. Im nikru, if it gets ripped, that's fine. Im niframu, if it comes apart at the seams, that's fine too. Adjehu megale ad libo, until he's exposed the chest of the lashing. Now it's not just the chest, it's also his shoulders and back. That's where the lashes will take place. Even netunim acharav, and there's actually a stone behind the lashi. Chazon HaKnesset omed aleha, and the shaliach of the court stands on this stone. The idea is he gets sort of a downward angle. Ritzua shel egel biyado, and he takes basically a whip made of calf skin in his hand. Kefula echad l'shnayim, and the calf skin is not one ply, but the leather is doubled up. Ushnayim l'arba, and then it's quadrupled up, so it's a 4-ply calf skin. Ushtei ritzuot olot v'yordot ba, and there are 2 strips of donkey skin that are actually tying it together, holding the 4 layers together. Now on to Mishnah Yud Gimel. Yoda, its handle, yod means a hand, it also could mean the handle of an item, tefach. So the handle was 1 tefach, v'rochba tefach, and the width of the strap was 1 tefach. Now, what about the overall length? Verosha, and the tip of it, when it was used, magat al pi kreso, would reach around to the edge of his stomach. Umakeoto, and the agent of the court, he strikes the criminal, shlish milfanav, 1/3 in front of him on his chest, ushtei yadot milacharav, and 2/3 on his back, 1/3 on each shoulder. Eino makeoto lo omid v'lo yoshev. He doesn't strike him, he doesn't give him lashes, not when he's standing and not when he's sitting, elamute, but he has to be leaning over. Shneimar, as the pasuk says in Devarim chapter 25 about lashes, hipilu hashofet, the judge will lower him. Hipilu is like he'll make him lean down. Make biyado achat bekol koho, and the one who's giving the lashes uses 1 hand, not 2, but he can hit him with full force. Though again, as we've said, there's a medical evaluation performed by a specialist, a doctor, to really determine how many lashes the convicted person can actually tolerate without having a permanent injury or, God forbid, death. So even though they're being struck with full force, it's something that their body can actually handle. And of course, the agent of the court is not necessarily a young, strong, 6'5", kind of guy. He could be, a fairly small, elderly gentleman who's in charge of giving the lashes. Yashar kochachem, good Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom.